Hi, this is Marshall at Mercedes Benz GLS, and I just wanted to show you your vehicle. This is a 2026 GLS 450. It's got the ceramic protection. It has 23 miles currently, and I am going to fire it up. And here's all the information on the glass coat that you need. All right, heads-up display. I am going to turn the air down over here. All right, we're going to go left to right. Window switches. So this locks all your windows. This button right here. And then left, right windows. That's pretty much the same in every single vehicle. You got your memory seats right there. That's how you adjust your seat. If you want to move it back, just push that backwards. Same thing with your backrest. You got your heated seats right there, your cooled seats right there. This button adjusts. If you press this button and then you move the seat forward and back, you can adjust your passenger seat. So that's a cool little trick you can play on your passengers. This button, if it's lit up, that means these controls only work for the passenger seat. So we're gonna turn that off. So over here, this is your parking brake. If it's engaged, it'll say park in red right there. You just have to step on the brake, pull that out, and it will disengage your parking brake, okay? Over here, these are your lights. They're on automatic lights, and that's your dash brightness. And so on the left side of your steering wheel, this is your cruise control, on and off for your cruise control. This is how you set your cruise control, and then this controls how many car lengths between the car you are driving and the car in front of you. Resume, cancel. These top three buttons operate the instrument cluster, okay? So home button, if I press the home button, if you can see the instrument cluster, you have all these options for screens, okay? You have all these options for screens. You have a sport display, you have the classic display, you have the navigation. So it gets blurry because it's trying to focus, but it can't. So if you press your home button, you can customize. So this little OK here, you can go from sport display, classic display, navigation, and then if you press OK, it changes the whole display. Okay. Back here, these are your wipers. So the little three dots means rain sensing wipers. These right here are for your rear wipers. That's how you control the rear wiper. And then of course, this is your turn signal. Okay, so if you're going through a car wash, you probably want to put it on 0. That turns off your wipers, your rain sensing wipers. Okay, the right side of your steering wheel, this volume controls every volume on the car. If you have music playing and you do that, that increases the volume on the music. If you're on a phone call, if you swipe up, that increases the volume on your phone call. If you're navigating, going somewhere, if you swipe up or down, that increases the voice of the navigation. This is where you answer your calls, hang up your calls. This is voice assistant. Instead of saying, hey, Mercedes, you can press that button and you can tell the car a command, okay? And then these top three buttons, the home, the OK, and the back arrow. This OK with the 4 arrows, left, right, up, and down, controls the instrument, the infotainment, I'm sorry. So the infotainment, home is your favorite button. That's home. And then you have your navigation here. You have your telephone here. You have your radio. And then you can press this arrow right here. You can go to the next 3 options. You have your media. If you have music on your phone you like to play. Mercedes Benz apps. Comfort. And in comfort is where you can change the ambient lighting. If you go to ambient lighting, you can change the color. There's 64 different colors in this car. And this is the ambient lighting. Remember, ambient lighting is in the comfort setting. So let's go back. Let's go back to home. And then over here, off-roading. If you like to go off-roading, you can raise your suspension in this vehicle, and it can clear boulders and rocks a lot easier. And then over here in settings, this is where you get your driver's assistance settings, your vehicle settings, your light settings, and the system settings. So under assistance, under driving, if you press this, active steering assist is turned on, active lane change assist is turned on. If you do this, that turns it off. If you do this, that turns it back on. Let's go back here. Collision avoidance, active brake assist is turned on, active lane keeping assist is turned on, active blind spot assist is turned on. Any of these features, if they have the blue light right there, that means they're turned on. If you touch it, that turns it off. Touch it back, turns it on. Let's go back. And then over here, this is a touchpad that also controls the infotainment. So the touchpad, if you press home, you can see you control your infotainment. You can just swipe back and forth through the settings. It just basically does the same thing as a touchscreen, okay? Then over here you have your navigation, volume control. This is another volume for your radio. The same volume that's on your steering wheel is the same volume that's here. So that volume controls your navigation volume, your radio volume, all kinds of volume, okay? Radio media is where you switch from FM, AM, Sirius, etc. Let's mute that. That's your telephone. This is a fingerprint scanner. When you set up your profile, you can get into your profile using the fingerprint. Okay, so if you touch this, you can set up your profile with the fingerprint. Okay, to use a fingerprint sensor, you must first link the Mercedes Benz ID. Mercedes Benz ID is going to be the app. Okay. And then over here, this is for automatic parking. This is your vehicle settings. And then the dynamic switch is when you start the car is always in comfort mode, right? That's what that C means. That means comfort mode, okay? So if you toggle this dynamic switch, it'll go from comfort mode to sport mode to whatever mode. So if you toggle, as you can see, it just went to eco, toggle, go up, goes to comfort mode, push it up again, it goes to sport mode, and that's what that S is for, okay? We're gonna put it back in comfort. As you can see, my screen right now is set on navigation. If you press home, you get all the options of what you wanna see. You swipe to the left in this little box, press OK. Now we're back to the classic display. And if you press home as well, and you swipe up in this little OK box, now this is for your heads-up display. This is what you're looking at in your heads-up display. I don't know if the video will be able to capture all the changes that are happening right there, but that's what you're looking at in your heads-up display. Okay? And we'll just leave it in standard. Up top, this is for your sunroof. The same buttons opens the sunshade and the sunroof. The Me is to talk to Mercedes-Benz, the little telephone, and Me, you talk to Mercedes-Benz. SOS in the event of, you're broken down on the side of the highway and you need a tow truck, just press the SOS button. Up top here, these are your dome lights and your reading lights. So if this light is lit up, that means that the lights won't come on when you open the door. Now that it's not lit up, when you open the doors, your dome lights will come on at night, okay? And then there's one more cool thing about all Mercedes-Benz. It's called MBUX. You can basically talk to the vehicle. You can say, "Hey, Mercedes."
How can I help?
And you heard Mercedes respond, "How can I help?" I'm going to turn the volume up. That's Mercedes AI volume, and I'm using the volume control. Open my roller sun blind, please.
You do not have a subscription for this function. Please check your settings in the Mercedes-Benz app.
So until you pair your Mercedes-Benz app with the vehicle, some functions might be a little difficult to use. So once you pair your Mercedes-Benz profile, and this is where you go under profiles, this little person. If you touch that, it'll ask you to link Mercedes Me ID. So if you go to link Mercedes Me ID, say link Mercedes Me ID. You go to link, and then you can scan it with your phone and create a Mercedes Me ID. Okay? Any questions you have, give me a call, 517-853-2637. Thanks.